Thanks so much for joining us. We are broadcasting live from Children's Hospital and Medical Center. And today we have two very special guests and one fun announcement. So we have Britta Carr, one of our child life specialists. And does he even need an introduction, people? It is Sven, children's facility dog, intently looking out the window. I don't know if we're gonna get him to look at the camera. That's okay. But anyway, we've got a kind of fun announcement. So first of all, Sven is on Instagram, right?
He is. He's on Instagram at Sven at Children's, and it kind of showcases what Sven does here at work. He has some pictures with patients and just kind of what he does on a day-to-day here, but then it's also kind of behind the scenes of what he's doing at home and when he's kind of resting and when he has his vest off.
So professional and his personal account, kind of. And how many followers does he have?
We have a little over 1,100.
Oh my goodness. So safe to say, he's a social media celebrity. So it is fitting that he is here for this announcement today. Britta, share the news with everybody.
So Children's Hospital Medical Center is joining Sven on Instagram at Children's Omaha.
Yes, so please follow us there. Follow Sven as well. Similar to what you said, you can expect to find behind the scenes photos and videos and patient stories. There's just a lot of amazing stuff that happens here. And so this is just a place to share it with you, our community, our supporters. So very exciting news. And now we want to kind of dive into what Sven does here on a daily basis. So I think people have seen his picture. We've kind of shared on that surface level, but we want to talk about his role, your role. How do you guys work together as a team?
So I'm a child life specialist. So child life focuses on psychosocial care. We focus on the developmental piece, the normalization piece while kids are here at the hospital. We do a lot of work with our new diagnosis kids that have been newly diagnosed with cancer, diabetes, and child life provides teaching for that. Sven also helps in our radiology department. He will go through the CT machine. He'll sit right up on the bed and have kids watch him go through it before they go through the test. He holds pretty still. He lets the machine go up and down and in and out. And he's really comfy with that.
Just making it less scary for them.
Yep, less scary. If they see Sven do it, they're more likely to do it. He'll put the lead on, just like you see in the picture here, and move right on in.
That is awesome. And that's his special training coming into play, right? Can you talk about that? Because people are probably there watching, and they're thinking, my dog would never do that. What was that training like for Sven?
Yeah, so he started training at 2 days old, actually. And he went for a year and a half, and he's from Atlanta, Georgia. Canine Assistance is where he came from.
Southerner.
He is. And he went to school there, and he worked with different foster families. He got used to different environments. They did different training. He's trained just like a seizure alert dog or a diabetic alert dog. And so that's kind of a little bit of his specialized training.
Okay, and I wanted to just throw in there that if you have any questions for Britta about Sven, maybe you want to learn more about his training or what he's like at home or his favorite dog toy, whatever, you can share those with us. You can put them in the space below. So now, how long has he been here, and kind of how is his role, his responsibilities, how have those changed in the time he's been here?
So he's been here since November of 2016, so about a year and a half. And the biggest thing that has changed in 2018 specifically is he's allowed in procedures. So Sven will go in while a kid's getting an IV or a lap draw, and Sven will be able to be up on the bed, kind of distracting and getting the kid's attention and being able to pet and just kind of soothe and calm the environment while the IV's going in.
Wow, so they really have increased in his time here, his responsibilities.
Yeah, we've worked really closely with our infectious control team, making sure that it's safe for our staff and our patients and for Sven.
He's very engaged in this.
He is. He is a napper. This is what he does when he get up on the bed. That's why he's really good at it. He'll hold still. He won't be moving and wiggling. He was trained not to go after any IVs or wires or cords or anything like that.
Wow. So now people also might have seen, if you've been at Children's, you might have met our pet therapy dogs, the volunteer dogs that come. Explain the difference between those dogs and Sven.
Yeah, so we love our pet therapy dogs. They come in once a week to see the kids, and we kind of call them goodwill visits. They go and see all the kids at the hospital for our kids that just love dogs, want to see a dog. And Sven is a little more specialized therapy, and so he's technically classified as a service dog, and so he'll work with me to do a little more specialized training. So he'll be able to spend a longer time with kids. We'll get him up after surgery walking. And just kind of do what's ever needed. Like I said, he can go into procedures, just making some of those long-term relationships with our chronic kids as well.
what have been some of the wow moments? There's just something about dogs, right? That you feel like there's like a connection happening sometimes, even just at home. So I just wonder, what are the wow moments that you have experienced between yourself, Sven, and patients here?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest one is just how intuitive he is into the environment. He's able to read a room. He goes to the right person. He knows when he needs to be calm like this and when he needs to be a little bit more playful and funny. We had a little friend that really struggled with IVs. Took him 2 hours just to sit up on the exam bed, and Sven came in and we did it in 15 minutes. And so that was a big wow, and just the parents were wowed, the kid was wowed, the staff were wowed. And so that was really cool to get to experience. We had a little friend that recently got to go home because they got up walking with Sven after surgery, and mom told me before they left that they're getting discharged because of Sven. So that's a really cool wow moment, I think.
Yeah, great feedback.
Yes.
And I know you brought this little friend. Is that something that just comes with the jobs, that people just give you dog toys all the time?
Yes, he has the largest
See if this can get his attention.
the largest collection of stuffed animals.
Who is it? It's Ducky.
He loves his stuffed animals. He's a snuggler with them.
Oh my goodness.
So he won't touch any IVs or anything, but stuffed animals are fair game.
Fair game.
Fair game.
All bets are off. So what lessons have you learned working with Sven? Because I mean, that's really unique. You always have a partner in your work here at Children's. What have you learned from him?
Yeah, I think it's really fun to be in this role and get to see him at work and at home. And I think one of the biggest lessons that I've learned from him is just presence, of being all there. He is all there when he's in a room. He's not focused on anything else. He's giving the person in the room all of his attention, and I think that's just a really good reminder.
Being mindful and present. We can all use that. And I know he obviously helps improve our patients' experience and their care, but how would you say he helps our staff?
He loves our staff, and I think our staff love him just as much, if not more than that. Ducky's actually from a staff member. And then staff get invested. They have hard days, emotional days in the field that we work in. So I think he's a really good presence there. And just a little relief. Getting to snuggle or pet Sven throughout their day is just a bright spot. I know of a lot of staff's day, and he knows a lot of staff. He gets comfortable around people, and I think he really does recognize some of our member staff.
So another unique thing about your role is you're hanging out with him at work, working at work, but then you take him home.
Yep.
What is Sven like at home?
He's actually very different at home than he is here, yes. The pack goes off, and he's just a normal dog. He loves stuffed animals still at home. He loves to go swimming. He loves hammocking, which is one of his...
Hammocking. Okay,
Yes.
I was not expecting to hear hammocking.
Yeah, he'll sit in the hammock for 2 hours and just chill and relax. That's also on his Instagram. You can see a picture if you head over there. He likes to play with other dogs. He loves to run around in the backyard. He loves to find sticks. Just anything really that a normal dog would do. He's a little ornery at home every once in a while.
Okay, so I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Does Sven get worn out or stressed when he's with kids in difficult situations?
Oh, that's a really good question. So he has scheduled nap times and rest times throughout his day, and it's for that purpose. If we do go into a really hard room that's high stress, high emotion, I'll give him a rest time, give him a play time, go take him on a little walk and make sure that we're taking care of his mental health too, and not just running him into the ground.
And can you just tell?
Yes. Yep. He just has a very look about him, and you can tell, I'm worn out, I'm tired, I need a rest. And sometimes he'll just lay down in the middle of the hall and be like, I'm ready for a little break.
Yeah. Awesome. Let me check in if we have any. We've got favorite duo. Totally agree with you, Amanda. So has that taken some getting used to, just being like, so like every kid probably wants to pet him and say hello to you guys?
Yes, it has been a big adjustment. Just walking anywhere, we take a lot more time.
You good boy.
But it's fun. I mean, I love that kids remember him and know him and recognize him and just kind of associate him with here.
So any dog lovers out there might be curious, what are some of Sven's favorite things? Food, treats, toys?
Well, he's on a pretty strict special diet, but when he does get peanut butter, he loves peanut butter.
Okay.
Something that might be surprising to viewers is that he loves baby food. so
Okay.
it's baby food.
That's kind of different. How did that get started?
Well, it's when the peanut butter had to go away. We're eating a little too much peanut butter.
He had to go on a baby food diet?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we switched to baby food in his Kong, and we put it in the freezer, and that keeps him entertained and happy.
Goodness. And does he get along with the pet therapy dogs that we were talking about before? Who are his friends?
He doesn't interact too much with our pet therapy dogs, but he has a lot of golden doodle friends. My sister has a couple golden doodles, and he has some golden doodles in the neighborhood, and so he does have quite a few dog friends.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing a little. Oh, now he turned. Now you want to say hello to everyone. I see how it is. Oh, get right up in that camera. You're such a good boy. And, I think that's just the important thing to emphasize is he just makes this a better place for patients.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about. And that even though, he looks like any dog, I guess, he's so special. And he is so specially trained. And we're so glad to have him here. It's obvious you love him. He loves you. We love you guys too. So thank you for sharing your time and your expertise. And again, we had this announcement at the beginning of our broadcast. We are now taking Sven's lead, and Children's is on Instagram. So if you want to head over to Instagram and you can follow us, the handle is Children's Omaha, and you'll see more of Sven, more of our patients. It's going to be really exciting as we're building the Hubbard Center for Children, sharing kind of behind the scenes information there too. So we can't wait. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Britta.
Yeah.
And you can always visit us online as well at children'somaha.org.